Hey guys, how you going? I'll try again. Not sure what was going on there, so we'll see if she can jump on. Just, I'll start again. I just wanted to welcome Jameela to my live video. We're going to do a live testimonial and just wanted to share with you guys the program that I've been doing online. I'm just absolutely loving being able to reach women at a broader spectrum that maybe I, wouldn't be able to touch with working face to face, in one location. So this is what I actually really love, is to be able to inspire women abroad. So we connected through, she saw something that I was posting, and we were able to connect, and we've been working together for some time now, and I really wanted to share with you guys. Hey, she made it. I wanted to share with you guys the amazing transformation this beautiful lady has had in the time we've worked together, and it's just amazing to see where she came from and where she's at, at now in her life and her family and stuff. And I really want to share that with you guys. So, how you going? You made it on.
Yay! I'm just trying to do something with the phone, so keep talking.
Cool, no dramas. So thanks everyone for jumping on, and we look forward to sharing your story with the public. And I know this is the first time that you have done something like this, and feeling very excited for you to share your story. What are you doing there, love?
There we go. You know me.
You got it all sorted. This girl talks a lot,
I'm all
right?
good.
This girl likes to talk a lot, and all of a sudden she has gone, when I spoke to her just a little while ago, she's gone all quiet on me. I'm like, you are never quiet. So I think she's might be a little bit nervous and excited about jumping on. So how are you feeling?
Good. Excited but nervous, but yeah, really awesome to be able to share my story.
Yeah, cool. So do you want to just...
It's been a long one.
Yeah. Well, we're going to only keep it short because, people are very busy. And so I want to just introduce yourself and you and your family, and then we'll get into, we'll just get into a couple of questions I wanted to ask you.
Sure. Okay, so my name's Jameela, and I am married to my husband Clint, who we're married for nearly 9 years. I have a nearly 4-year-old little boy named William, and I have a little dog, a little fur daughter named Chloe. And I'm an occupational therapist by profession, and currently working in a admin job with my dad. And I guess the biggest thing is I have had a lot of life experiences, some good, some not so good, and as a result, my physical and my mental health has, suffered. So my fitness, my weight, my mindset sort of went down. Another thing that's quite unique about me is, even though I come across quite confident and bubbly and happy, I'm not really deep down. No, I wasn't really deep down. It's all a little bit of it all has been a bit of an act and a bit of a mask, and lost touch of who I truly was and what I truly wanted. And I've also, put a lot of people before myself and before my feelings and my thoughts and my experiences and my needs. And the biggest thing of this whole thing is losing my mum. My mum had motor neuron disease, and I lost her in 2010. And of motor neuron disease, actually, which is quite interesting. There's a lot about that at the moment. And I'm an only child, so that was quite significant. And so I had to learn how to grow up very quickly. And I also had to get a new identity, I guess, because it was quite challenging from there.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much me, I think, in a nutshell. One of the biggest things I want to pretty much openly share, and it's really scary saying this, But last year I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and OCD. And I have gone through a really difficult experience. Kate has been holding my hand the whole time, with medication and treatment and everything. And yeah, so it's quite, I guess, timely that it's Mental Health Week. And the other thing, which we're talking a little bit more about, is I have finally been able to call myself a full-time occupational therapist, because that was one of the things that I struggled with. So it's World Occupational Therapy Month and it's Mental Health Week. So, and I'm a bit of both. So yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. And thanks for, sharing that, because I know it's the first time that you've been really open about it, and doing it in this forum is, a really big thing. So from, where we sort of connected, what was it, about 8 months ago? If not,
No, nearly 12 months.
12 months,
June,
yeah.
July.
Yeah. When we connected, and, where you were at then was, to where you are now is, amazing. And as you said, you've been getting medication and stuff like that, which that wasn't the part that I helped you with, obviously. But, we, we worked on the other side. So the program, that you started with me was for overall wellness, mindset, your fitness, health, nutrition, and, creating a new lifestyle and behaviour and all that sort of stuff for you. And so, just maybe from your words, where were you before the program started, and how were you feeling kind of back then when we first started?
Well, despite I actually, had family and friends and that, I felt really miserable and really lost. I was really socially withdrawn. I felt really ugly and just didn't like myself. And yeah, just really sad. And the one thing that I have noticed is the cycle of drama. I was used to it. Like I would basically on a daily basis go, poor me, or why has this happened to me, or this is just my life. So I would give in to every single negative thing that could happen. I was eating badly. I wasn't exercising. I was very emotionally dysregulated, and yeah, just a mess, really.
Yeah. And what sort of change?
The sad thing is,
you go now.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
You go.
Yeah. I guess the sad thing is a lot of my friends and family, and some of them are actually watching now, so thank you, knew that as a norm for me, which is really sad.
Yeah. Well, and it was a bit of a norm for you for a while there, wasn't it? And, things kept happening to you and around you. And, to learn the lesson, you had to learn those lessons, and why was this happening? And, that's what you were attracting, attracting to your world, and you were just used to that. It's like one whirlwind and then another whirlwind, and then, and it was your reactions and all that sort of stuff. And I've seen that across the time we've worked together on the way you handle things back then to how you're, handling things now. So, it's, and how's that kind of impacted your family, the way you've, the things you've changed, and how's that impacted your family?
Oh, dramatically. So I guess, as Kate sort of said, I've been in some capacity receiving some support and training through Kate for about 12 months now. So the first 12 months was more, it was a bit of everything, but I guess I focused more on my physical health and my fitness. Mental health was there, but it wasn't the focus. But this time it's really been the mental health side of things. I have actually 100% changed the attitude of exercise in my family. So it's quite odd. Activewear is my new me. Like, I love activewear now. So I'm here with my activewear. I don't have an inch of makeup on, so that's a big thing too. And just helping my family understand that life happens, and yes, you can get through it and cope through it. One of the latest things I've been doing with William is we're doing 5 happy things. So just a little bit of gratitude in the morning, which helps. And I guess just trying to, not arguments, but I guess just really knowing what is going to be a difference of opinion versus something that could be quite dramatic or concerning or hurtful.
Yeah.
And just changing your language and bits and pieces like that has really helped my family as well. I have had to be pretty much the role model around that, but I have noticed that it is having an impact on all members of my family, even extended family. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I've really done anything specific to that. Sometimes I'll share my story like today and other things like that, but it's more related to, I guess, it's being a role model from that perspective and showing what I do. And even the times I fall down or, you know, sometimes like Clint and I might eat bad food and it's like, oh my gosh, that made me feel so horrible. And he'll just go, oh, it's no big deal. But now he's like, yeah, I know, tell me about it. I hate it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, you were so used to, and you said it before with the mindset side of things and the whirlwinds in your life, that you were just used to that. And when you see what actually feels, what good feels like, you're starting to see bits of, you know, in your body and your mind, you're feeling snippets of what good feels like. So why do things that make you feel bad, and why put food in your body that makes you feel crap all the time, you know? Like, you know, recognizing those behaviors. And you guys have changed a lot in that, haven't you? And that's impacted your husband and Will. So that's cool. And so where are you at now, do you think, from 12 months ago, and how do you feel?
Oh, I actually feel like a completely different person in every single way. I look different. I present myself differently. I think even my voice has changed. I know that sounds really weird, but I think like before there was a huge nervous tension in my voice and I was really high pitched or whatever. Definitely eating a lot healthier, not eating out as much. And if I am, I'm really careful. Like last night we went out and I had salmon, and rather than chips, I had veggies. So, you know, making decisions like that.
Wow. Such a big change for you.
I know, wow. Go Jameela, hey? I'm also, so the biggest thing is last year during my diagnosis, I had to actually stop working as an occupational therapist, and being an OT for 10 years, that was really heartbreaking. And actually didn't think I would ever get back to it. When I got my registration papers, I didn't open it. I was petrified, and it was my psychiatrist and my psychologist said, no, let's do it. Let's have a plan. And cutting story short, I got my registration officially done. Thank you, Greg Foreman, if you're watching. So he definitely was my mentor, my everything for the OT world. Got it back on the 28th of February, the same day I submitted it. I thought I was submitting for partial exemption, and I ended up having more than I needed for a full application, which was really awesome. And I know Kate was helping me through that. She's going, come on, you got to stay on focus, So with that, and then 2 days later, I had all these recruiters contacting me. And as of yesterday, I have landed myself so far, I have two trials next week, one for a contracted job and one for a temporary job as a pediatric OT. So I'm very excited about that. And if the trial goes well, they're both my jobs. So I didn't just want one, I walked away with 2. On top of that, I am now a Norwex consultant, so I'm working on online business stuff too. That'll probably have to go on the wayside for a little bit because my dreams come true. But we'll see where we go from there. And yeah, just I've dropped nearly 12 kilos. I've dropped clothes sizes. I am happier. My family are happier, and yeah, and nothing is, you know, connecting with my mum recently, whether you believe it or not, she connected with me, and it was the first time I connected with her, and it didn't scare me. It was so amazing. So yeah, I'm loving life as well.
Yeah. And Yeah, I remember, beginning of the year, and you were just didn't think you'd ever get back in, whether you wanted to get back into the OT world or whether you thought you were good enough,
Yeah.
or people not believing in you, you not believing in yourself. It's interesting the stuff that you've been doing, and the work we've been doing kind of offline out of the group. We've done a bit more one-on-one coaching, which has been great for me, working with you doing that. Good girl. Working with you doing that, because you have let go of those limiting beliefs that people doubted you and questioning you. You had to do a lot of digging deep to find out whether it was something you really wanted to do, whether it was it something you wanted to do to for yourself and to be able to impact and help other people, or were you doing that to prove other people wrong? But it's been a bit of a combination. But you needed to find down here in your heart that that's really what you wanted to do, and do it for you. And then you'd be able to do the rest. It'll come, and look at you go, right? You manifested.
All guns blazing.
You manifested, and those tools and things that we've been working on is you've just had it all come together for you because you did the work, and that's the thing. You stepped up, you did the work, you faced the challenges, didn't let things beat you, and reached out when you came up with headbutts. And that's, what you need to do if you want to get out of it stuff. And life does throw challenges at us, and they're lessons as well that you need to learn before you can actually move on to the next kind of thing. So you've come just awesome distance. It's amazing. So what has been your favourite thing about the program? You've done the 2 rounds, but what's sort of your main thing about the program?
You.
Ah? Oh, you're so sweet. I will blush.
This was the moment you're not allowed to blush.
That's pretty hard.
No, the reason that I say UK is anybody could have a script or a program written down, like, this is what you got to do, these are the things you got to do, and that sort of thing, and you would get maybe 70% of the results. But the one thing that's unique with UK, especially in the last lot than this lot, is your vulnerability and your trueness about who you are as a person. And you do, everyone out there, Kate does the challenges too. So she will write everything down and expose it. If she's having a shit day, she'll tell us she's having a shit day. She does it. She does the challenges with us. She'll cook her food. She'll video all that stuff. And she's lived it. She's had a hard pass, but she's just so mastering. She's going through an awesome career change herself at the moment. So and it's just those sort of things that's amazing from that. And I know Kate and I are going to be connected for life. Like, there's just something there. But it is something so unique. I've done Weight Watchers. I've done, shakes, you name it. I've done it. Yes, I've lost the weight, but this is the first time This is the first time that I've dropped weight, dropped kilos, but I'm mentally well. So, and I think that's the biggest thing. Now, this round, I did drop some weight, which I'm happy, but I wasn't even aiming for that. I was just aiming to maintain and be well through that process. And my goal was to become an OT by the end of these 12 weeks. And that's what I achieved. So that I'm happy.
High five, sister.
And that's one thing that's huge.
High five. Virtual high five. And that's and that's why, Kate. That's really why, because it is something so unique. And the one thing I love about this program is I can be talking to someone. You're in Queensland, for goodness sake. You know, like all different worlds, different experiences. This time was the mum group, which I think was pretty awesome. And it's just so unique and it's so amazing, and big shoes to fill if you ever want to sell this. Oh, you're sweet. And that's what I love. I mean, I'm not a mum, but, I love helping, the beautiful mums like yourself to be able to, feel good about themselves and have their identity back. And it's not all about the weight. that all comes. You've seen it. All of you guys have had different transformations over the period of time, but it's once you get this right and what you put in here and the movement, it's such a combination. The rest, you just see it all start,
Yeah.
going.
It just drops.
It just
You
drops,
don't even see it.
Yeah.
I think I dropped 2 kilos like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't even think of it. It was like, what?
When it's out of your mind, it's out of, when you're not focusing on what you can't have and restrictions and all that sort of stuff. And that's what the program's about, is to be able to make your own choices, not punish yourself. It's that self-care, self-love, and the rituals. I do the rituals. Everything that I teach you guys, and there's always new stuff I'm doing myself, and the experiences that I've had is not the same as yours, not the same as someone else's or whatever. It's all different, but the concepts and everything all are the same and all work if you put the work in, and that's what you've done. And that's what I love, that you've actually stepped up and actually done the work. Yeah, you've made some mistakes. Like, that's what it's all about, though, is you make the mistake, you learn from it, face it, go, yeah, okay, I own that. What am I going to do that better and do it better next time, and, so on and so forth. So it's, it's awesome. So what would you say to someone that is thinking about changing their life, thinking about, wanting to do something different? They feel like they're stuck in a rut, want to change and transform in whatever way that looks for them. What would you say to them?
Just do it. Just seriously, just do it. Just think about it. Do it. One of the obstacles I had in the early stages was money. Still do. And I made it happen. And thank God I made it happen. You got to believe in yourself. You got to know whether you want it or whether you don't want it. This program is a life transformation program. I have done ones where they call themselves transformations, and I mentally went worse. This is one where I've been here the whole time, and I've just got better and better and better. And I'm going to get stronger and stronger as I go. If you want something where you're going to meet lots of different people in different ways, and you can be still breastfeeding your child, or dealing with a difficult teenager, or working shifts or whatever, this is also going to work. For the first round, I was so socially withdrawn, I didn't even leave my house. Yet I dropped nearly 10 kilos. This time, I'm not doing the exercise because I'm already out living life. That's why.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So, and the one thing that's really interesting is Kate is always updating her education and herself. So every version of this program is going to be different because of the new things she's learning, and she knows what works and what doesn't. Last program compared to this program is completely different, and they were both amazing, but this is the better one. I feel this is for everybody.
Yeah.
And the camaraderie that we have in the team, and there's 2 friends that I get. There's always 2 friends that I stick with, and we stay and we connect. And just do it. Don't even think about it. You don't have to achieve all your goals in one. If there's a dream you want to have, what I wrote was, your dreams will come true and your goals will progress, rather than just a dream in your head. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. That's a nice thing to end on. And, I wanted to congratulate you on, and thank you for jumping on live. I know it was, your heart was racing and you were excited, but nervous. And you've spoken really well. And, I'm really proud of what you've achieved. And I look forward to, continuing working with you, because you've got lots of big goals and dreams, and, more transformations to make in your life. And I'm proud to, continue doing that with you, and see what's next in your world. And, thank you for your time, and have a really great rest of your weekend, and keep up the great work. You're a real inspiration to, people that are going through similar situations, maybe have had, life challenges. We all do, but you've had a lot of, blows and knocks over the last period. And, Mental Health Week, as you said, there's a lot of people that are suffering, the same way, but, you're a true testament of doing the work, and how just basic rituals and time that you put into yourself.
My notebook. All the tabs.
Yeah, you're a
It
journaler.
ran out.
Yeah.
Got a new one. Never leave the house without a notebook. That's my new mantra for my life.
Yeah. And you put that work in and that time into yourself, and it shows off. So you're an amazing girl. So thanks everyone for listening in and for the comments. And I saw, Hannah, you had written about me helping you to bring on baby 2, and that's gorgeous.
I agree. You did the work.
Yeah.
You'd already done the work by the time you conceived that bubba. I guarantee it.
That's exactly right. She was relaxed, and she was healthy and happy, and wasn't stressed about what was happening. Just letting the universe do it for her. And that's Hannah, you're another beautiful mama bear that has had great transformation too. So. And
she has.
Really excited for the bub 2 to come along. But if anyone's interested in the program and wants to know more about it, I am looking for my next intake in the next few weeks, and it's going to be even better and bigger. Bringing forward some of the things that I've already done. And each time I do it, what I'm doing with myself, as you said, like I'm always learning new things and bringing new things on. What I do, I always test before I get you guys to do it, and I know it works. So I don't, you guys aren't the guinea pigs, I'm the guinea pigs. So anyhow, have a really nice weekend. Thanks for jumping on board, and I will talk to you soon. Love you lots.
Bye. Bye.